Hi, welcome to Hina's videocast. So, my today's videocast is for professionals, and if any of the parents are listening, it would be good if they listen. So, the main thing about my videocast is today is to convey my idea, my perception, my feeling about how I convince a parent when I feel that I can see something related to ASD, autism, ADHD in their ward. So I believe and I feel that most of you have encountered this situation that when you evaluate a child or when you observe a child, or even if your relatives are talking about a child or somebody in your family and they talk about certain things which make you feel or which indicate that there is something related to the concerns of autism. Now it becomes a very difficult situation and you get into a difficult spot that how to convey it to the parent or to the family that you feel or there is something that they need to get checked on because you're feeling it is related to autism. So some of the parents may feel very offended. Some of the parents would take time to accept it because at that point, the parent feels more of the stigmatic factors rather than focusing on their child's development at that particular time. So now we are living in a world where everybody, even an adult, is growing at different levels. Nobody is equal. We all are imperfect and perfect. So we all are growing, developing, we all are evolving in a very, very different way. So the same thing can be rightly said for a child. So as a therapist, whether you're an OT, PT, special educator, speech language pathologist, pediatrician, or anybody who in any way you are working in the special needs sector, I would like to convey that whenever you come across some in a situation where you feel that it would be very difficult to convey to the parent, and it has to be like this only, because autism is a field which is still being researched. Nobody can very rightly say that they know 100% of autism. Autism is very different even when the genders are related. Most of the people who are girls have been diagnosed at 35 years of age with autism. So it's a field which is still being explored. So basically, it's a way the mind works like very differently. How a body is different for every individual, the mind is also different for any individual. Being a professional, you are through with certain presentations or certain some clear picture you have about autism, like these are the 3-4 traits. If you find this, then it can be autism. You're not pretty sure. Nobody is sure. So how to convince a parent, not basically convincing, even how to convey. So instead of using the word red flags, it's like you can explain that there are certain personality traits of autism which I can trace in your word. And then you can label it and you can explain it. So this is how the child is, and this is how your child is developing. And there can be certain traits which are not always showing a lag in the child, which are showing their extra genius quality. So I would also point out that fact. So when you have to convey to the parent to go for a standardized assessment, so make them feel positive about it happily, and let's talk about like it's a personality trait. When we use the word red flag or when you see the word concern, it gets very, 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 it becomes like a dilemma. So that's how I want to put this. So I hope many professionals like me who have been in difficult spots or situations where they feel that it would be difficult to convey, that's how you put it. And also it's for the benefit of the child. Even if they are getting a standardized assessment, obviously go to a best place for the standardized assessment, research it, get a proper review about that place. So when you get the standardized assessment, maybe don't get the diagnosis, but there will be certain things that you can still work on. Some kids have to work on their socialization ability. Some kids have to work on their language ability. Some kids have to work on their motor planning, and everything is not like a label there. So it's just it's just a personality trait. There would be certain personality trait in me which are resembling to that of a personality who has autism. So maybe I too have autistic personality trait if I get a standardized assessment, or maybe you get. So that's how I want to put it. So this video cast was specially for the professionals, and also good if the parents are listening. So thank you for listening to me. Take care. Bye.